Hey guys, it's Friday for R.A.D. November 5th. Remember. There are 37 days until Lexi gets home. I'm wearing my Fugue shirt with an anglerfish on it because I miss Fugue a lot. And today, I'm going to talk to you about some funny shit, guys. I hope you're ready. Alright, you guys, so I'm in this class called R.A.D. Rape and Aggression Defense. Here's the packet that we get to learn about this stuff. We got this packet today, and Grace and I, and a girl in our class, Anna, were looking through it at the beginning of class, and just making fun of it, because it's really funny. We opened up this packet, and the first quote that's on it, the first thing that it says on the page is, "Rape is something like a pebble dropped into a pond." Oh, okay. Alright. Rape is something like a pebble dropped into a pond. That's what it starts off as. Read that first sentence, looked at Grace, and was kind of like, really? Really? This is my PE class, people. Fantastic. Alright, so this packet also has some tips for dating. And I decided that I'm going to read these tips to you Alex reads Twilight style. Alright, so in this dating section, here's the dating section. The first one is phone numbers. When meeting someone you would like to see again, ask him for his phone number instead of giving out yours. The use of cell phone or work numbers is also wise. First of all, who gives out their home number anymore when they're picking up a guy? And who's going to give out their work number for a date? I don't understand that. Second, don't they always teach us that as girls, we're supposed to be the ones, like the guys come to us and are like, yo, can I get your number? Let's hang out, whatever, and they're supposed to ask us on a date? Isn't that what we're always taught in, like, Go Feminism and everything? But I don't know. I'd kind of like to be asked for my number. I kind of think that that would be a nice thing to happen. So, I guess they don't believe that in R.A.D, but I think it'd be nice. Alright, the second part is driving. When making plans to go out, consider meeting him at an agreed-upon location. You may even decide to drive for the first few dates or until you feel comfortable with him. Scheduling group activities or events with multiple couples and friends is safer. In addition, consider letting someone know who you are going out with and where you are going. First of all, agreed-upon location. Aren't you always meeting him at an agreed-upon location when you're going out because you agree on where to go? Isn't that always a thing that happens? And as far as driving goes, that doesn't... I just don't think that makes any difference if you drive or if he drives. If he's gonna rape you, he's still gonna rape you if you drive yourself to the movies. Like... Oh. Second, that's killing the environment. Everyone driving their own car. Carpool people, come on. Whatever. And letting someone know who you're going out with and where you're going. So, as a girl, I would just like to say, when a girl gets asked out on a date, she immediately calls and texts all of her best friends, freaking out, and going, I'm going on a date with this guy, and we're meeting here, and we're going to do this, and he's going to take me to the movies, and he's going to take me to dinner, and we're going to do all these great things. It's going to be so great. I'm going on a date. That's generally what happens. There's very, very rare occasions where nobody will know where you're going or with whom you are going on a date. That doesn't happen in the real world. Sorry, R.A.D packet. Maybe you didn't have any friends, but most girls who get asked on dates have friends. The next one that they give is goodnight. Say goodnight at the car rather than at the front door. It's okay not to feel pressured to invite him in. Remember, your safety comes first. You might want to indicate that somebody is waiting for you inside. He should respect your caution. If he doesn't, this may indicate future problems. First and foremost, goodnights in the car are not top-notch goodnights. Guys who offer to walk you to your door or at least get out of the car and hug you goodbye, at least, I mean, even if it's a first date, if you don't kiss on the first date, at least a hug goodbye. All the guys I've ever gone out with have done that. It's very rare that you ever just say goodbye to somebody in the car. If you're watching and you're a guy, you should get out of the car to say goodbye to a girl after you take her on a date. That's my little helpful hint from my point of view. And I'm not even one of those girls who thinks that guys should be completely chivalrous all the time, but say goodnight to a girl if you like her. I mean, if you don't like her, then whatever. But if you like somebody, get out of the car when you say goodbye to them. Like, come on. And also, if he's the last sentence, this may indicate some future problems if he doesn't respect your caution. If he's gonna rape you, then you've got a problem right off the bat. You don't really have to worry about the future problems. You've got a problem right there. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. So the next one is advertising, and it's a really long paragraph, so I'm not going to read the whole thing to you guys. The line that got a question into my mind, and I actually had to ask Grace what this meant, was where it says, try to avoid displaying vehicle license plate with your name or feminine labels. I don't really know what that means, so tell me what you think it means in the comments. I don't really know. Let's move on. The next one is virtual networks. Be extremely cautious with internet sites that require personal information. Yes! Grace, ladies and gentlemen, this is what my life is. Alright, so the next one is the one about virtual networks. Be extremely cautious with internet sites that require personal information. Sites like the Facebook, Friendster, and MySpace can be used effectively for social interaction. However, consider limiting detailed, close information over the site. Once an interaction over the web can be legitimized, then, at your discretion, more detailed communication can be considered. The internet in general is a dangerous place with many sexual predators. Let me point out some tidbits that you might not know unless you take R.A.D and have this packet in front of you. The Facebook and Facebook are not capitalized, whereas Friendster and MySpace are capitalized. In MySpace, the M and the S are capitalized. They spell predators wrong. Predators is spelled P-R-E-D-I-T-O-R-S in this packet. And that's not how you spell predators. And as a company that specializes in teaching women to defend against predators, I think they should know how to spell what they're defending against. Just saying. So that's a thing. Also, just, the internet is a dangerous place. The internet in general, apparently. Where, I mean, I could rant about this for hours. I did last year when I had to write multiple papers on the internet, and basically the thesis for everyone, every single paper, was some people are just stupid, and if you're not stupid, the internet is awesome, which goes with the blog post that Alex Day did a while ago that said some people just don't deserve the internet, and I think that the people who spell predators that way are some of those people. I'm sorry my face is all shadowy. The only time that the light works is when my arms are up like this, and I don't want to do that for the whole video. I'll do it for a little while, maybe. I don't know. No, it's not even, that's barely doing it now. So I apologize for the fact that my face is dark and in shadow. Maybe it works because I'm talking about some very dark and shadowy things. Anyway. This is the final one. There's actually another one that I don't care about, but this is the final one for me. about the clothing that you should wear on your date. Consider wearing clothing that is non-restrictive and athletic type shoes or shoes without a heel when a need for caution arises. You're supposed to get pretty when you go on a date. Don't, like, what? I mean, okay, first of all, non-restrictive clothing for a date, to me, just screams slut dress. Like, that's what it tells me to wear on a date, is a slutty dress that is non-restrictive and I can take it off really easily for the predator. Bazinga! Sorry. Grace, again, I love when Grace gets a bazinga because it's so exciting. She just freaks out if you could see her now, but I'm not going to turn my camera around because it keeps shutting off. But she's real. Someday I'll show you Grace getting a bazinga. Someday I'll get that on my actual camera, and then it'll go all over Facebook and YouTube. I hope you're prepared for that day, Grace. Anyway, it may be helpful to carry 2 sets of shoes, 1 pair for travel and 1 pair for destination. I don't even want to touch it because I think that that's just too much for me. I mean, nobody in their right mind should ever have given me this packet because I mean, Grace and I spent most of class today just laughing and elbowing each other and being like, look at this part where they say something stupid. And, I mean, come on. Like, really? Really? You gotta do that? Huh? I hope you enjoyed me reading this, Rape and Aggression Defense Systems of Self-Defense. Ooh, it's from 2006, also. This packet is from 2006. It is not 2006 anymore, so that sucks. But this is my life, people. I hope you enjoyed it. By the way, I should probably point out that my quote today is, I'm not my name. My name is something I wear, like a shirt. It gets worn, I outgrow it, I change it. That's from Stargirl. Haven't written it yet. We'll write it. Here's my proof that I wrote yesterday. Wrote last night after I finished my paper, which I finished. Lots of Doctor Who references. One last thing that I would just like to throw in today, instead of paying attention in math, I made this picture, which says the angles have the phone box. Those are angles, and that's the TARDIS. Because people are always writing that the wrong way. Instead of writing angels, they're always writing angles. So I drew a bunch of angles trying to steal the TARDIS. I'll see you guys tomorrow.